So let me start with something that should sound a little bit strange when we say it out loud. That is how teachers vote. Or that's a firefighter thing. Or, of course, police officers think that way. Or, well, of course, he's a contractor. Somewhere along the way, we have started acting like your vocation comes with a political registration form attached. And now we have slogans and assumptions everywhere. Things like Blue Lives Matter, firefighters are this, teachers are that, farmers always vote this way, or artists vote this way. At this point, I'm just waiting to see left-handed accountants for fiscal responsibility or introverted dog groomers against big government. It's kind of funny until it's not, because this habit is quietly shaping how we see each other. So where does this come from? Assigning politics to professions really took off in the late 20th century, as politics became more about identity than policy. Instead of asking, what do you believe, we started asking, who are you like? And work became a shortcut for values: authority, education, risk, structure, creativity. Political messaging learned to target those identities, and over time the stereotypes hardened. And before long, a job title became a stand-in for a worldview. Not because it's accurate, but because it is convenient. So why do we do this? Well, here's the honest part. Humans love tribes. Tribes give us belonging, safety, a shared language, clear allies, and clear enemies. And in a complicated world, saying people like us think this way feels reassuring. But there is a cost. The moment we assign a political identity to a profession, we flatten people. We stop seeing the teacher who disagrees with most teachers, the police officer who's deeply conflicted, the firefighter who does not fit the stereotype, the nurse, tradesperson, or small business owner who feels politically homeless. We turn living, complex humans into symbols, and symbols are easier to argue with than people. As a pastor, when I look at the Gospels, I can't help but notice how much time Jesus spends trying to break people out of tribal thinking. Over and over, his followers want to know who's in and who's out and which group matters most and who counts as my people. And over, Jesus refuses to play along. Jesus keeps widening the circle. He keeps pointing beyond their group. He keeps pulling their attention towards all of humanity. The Samaritan is the neighbor, the outsider is the example, the overlooked are centered. Jesus does not erase identity, but he refuses to let tribal loyalty define love, worth, or truth. He keeps calling people beyond us versus them and into a vision that is bigger than any single group. That struggle between tribe and humanity is not new. It has always been there from the very beginning. Here is where it gets personal. Many people stay aligned with a political tribe, not because it fits, but because leaving almost feels like betrayal. If I step away, am I turning my back on my people? If I question this, will I lose belonging? So folks stay even when the group no longer reflects their values. That is tribalism at work. Loyalty over honesty, identity over integrity, belonging over nuance. That is why conversations can feel impossible. We're no longer debating ideas, we're defending identities. And a critique of policy sounds like an attack on a person. A question feels like disloyalty. Complexity feels like weakness. In vocations, things meant to serve the common good get pulled into culture wars that they were never designed to carry. So what if there was a gentler way forward? What if we let people be more than their job? More than their tribe, more than a slogan? What if we admitted that I don't fully fit anywhere, and that is okay, because most of us don't. And maybe that's not failure of identity. Maybe it's a sign we're still thinking for ourselves. So here is the invitation this week. Resist the shortcut. Don't assume politics from a uniform, a badge, a classroom, or a tool belt. Let people surprise you. Let yourself be unboxed. Because the moment we stop assigning identities to groups, we make room for something better. Actual conversation. actual listening, actual humanizing of the other. And honestly, that might be the most countercultural thing we can do right now.